Enter Goblin Slayer.
Do I see him coming?
As debating whether you should also go through the portal or not, or just stand your ground and fight everything off for her so that she could potentially be saved.
No, I'm looking at that.
You kind of see
at whatever that's to the left of me.
You kind of just see like one of the goblins just kind of walking forward. He's just like he just dies.
Dies
He just dies
from the back.
from the back, and then you see another one also. The archer that shot you with the poison arrow just kind of also like just you just see multiple bolts hit them, and then just on their head, just perfect shots in the back, boom boom, they both die. You kind of see like a character step out of the bushes. You see from a distance it's kind of shadowed. You don't know if it's another goblin or an enemy or a foe, but it can't be a foe because you think he just killed those two goblins. And you see like a red eye just like in the distance, like almost like a flame, like a laser flame flickering through the helmet. What do you do next? The goblins have no idea what's going on either. Like they just think like they're dying because you're shooting, and they don't see where it's coming from. Because he's also kind of like...
I'm gonna dash for whatever's to my left that it was glinted gold.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my full dash to get there. But do I feel like... Because I feel like the only reason I would risk, not just...
You feel like there's some sort of connection.
Like, do I feel something? Like, I have one piece.
It feels like your body's on fire. Like you, as soon as you picked up that sword, it was like you heard like a heart pulse go
Towards that direction?
towards that direction. You looked and
Fuck
felt
yeah,
it.
I'm going.
So, what is it? It's 5,
I think
10...
I don't know what dash is. Is that 60?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would take up to 60 and run as far as I can. And then on contact, I'm gonna use breath weapon.
On contact with what?
I see them, right? They're
The
all there.
goblins? Yeah.
Well, I've because I don't want to take an opportunity attack trying to get past them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, as soon as I see them, because there's the 3 of them, right?
Let me a quick stealth real quick.
A stealth? Well, I don't know if it's gonna be stealth at dash. Can you dash and stealth?
Their perception is kind of ass, so I just
Okay.
want to see like if they
Gonna-
perceive you because you're really quick. 5.
No, I have a pretty high like add-on. 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. So because you're extremely quickly, they just keep seeing like that gold glint. Like it's almost like a lightning bolt that went past them. It's just like a flash. It's not even like a lightning, it's like a flash because of your golden scales, just like
Okay.
and then you get behind them.
So as I'm behind them, and
You
I
just,
I kind of skid and I look at them, and I have this like burning sensation in my chest, in my eyes. They're kind of, I didn't describe it earlier, but they're not human-like. They're kind of like almost like a reptilian-like. They have the white of like normal eyes, but just the pupil is 2 vertical lines, and they kind of glow. And I take a deep breath, and I breathe in, and then I do breath weapon.
What's the DC on?
DC 13.
DC 13. I'm gonna roll them at disadvantage. Boy on my left fails.
Okay.
Boy on my middle fails too. Guy on my third fails because they have their back turned to you because you were so quick.
Okay.
What's the damage?
1d10.
1d10?
Yes, sir.
Bro, if you hit a 10, that'd be epic. Just blow them all away.
And it's a motherfucking 10! It's a 10!
Holy crap!
Oh!
And as you puff your chest out and you almost pick up like energy from like the ground and like the air around you, you just like inhale, and then the goblins turn around and they're like, As you exhale, it's like a roar. It's not even an exhale. It's
Like
not
a
even breathing. It's
scream.
just like. And then it's like this flame of just like a cone comes out and just completely incinerates them. And then it hits all three of these guys, completely burning them, and they just cook. And then the egg behind you just pulsates again, even harder. Anything else you want to do?
I turn and I look at it. And then I'm going. Is it doing anything?
It's just like pulsating. There's like cracks in it. You realize it's a golden egg, which looks like it's got scales on it.
I'm reaching for it.
And as you touch it, you just see like a little dragon head just kind of on your hand just pops out like a little baby dragon head, and he sees you, and then his eyes are the exact same color as your eyes, and it's just like,
And I'm just breathless.
and then you understand it in dragon, because you speak Draconic, correct?
Yeah.
It says, "Hey, yo, mama." Okay. It's American Dragon Jake Long. And it's just like, you hear mom in Draconic.
And it just like echoes in my head.
Just trying to like wiggle out, and it just can't.
I kind of
Like,
help it.
You kind of like,
Break the spell.
and out comes little Drake.
A little fire
And no longer are you alone in this dungeon. This is a little egg.
Little upside down pineapple looking thing.
This is your egg.
My egg.
Because you're not just any kind of ranger. Everything in your mind just makes sense now. You understood it. You're not just an average archer. You can command dragons. Drakes, if you will. Little baby wormling. You're a Drake warden. You realize your responsibility. You automatically are in tune with this little baby Drake that just came out. He comes out, he greets you, bows at you a little bit, and just shakes off like all the egg shells and crap he had on him. Bumps you on your knee. Like, I'm ready to go.
He bumped me. I'm gonna pet him. Look at him.
He has very cat-like personality. He's a little bit of a...
He's
And
got
then
like
he just
a
kind
dragon purr.
of goes like, yeah. He just like sneezes by accident and like burns by accident. Like there was a goblin that was like just burning. He was like just kind of like crawling away, just completely burns him. Whatever's left over him.
I tell it, I'd love to get to know you more, but your mom's in a situation.
He starts licking like your wounds because he sees that you're kind of like stabbed and like you got a couple of things, and he sees that you're poisoned also. You can sense that something's off with you. Automatically, you already know that what you have found is very special. So you have to get out of there as soon as possible with it alive.
And I just feel this, all this time, I felt like I don't want to have someone's life on my ledger. I don't want party members. I don't want to feel responsible for someone's death. And suddenly, I feel enthralled to be the mother of this dragon. Like, it is my responsibility. It is my duty to make sure this drake grows up to be as big as it wants to be. And I just feel this new sense of like a mission, like a new mission in my life. And I just...
All this time you've been wondering. You didn't know, you just went from town to town. And I think you finally found your purpose. Within this little baby wormling.
Okay.
as all these guys just saw, they're entangled right now, correct? These guys?
Mm-hmm.
All of them they just saw that you just fried 3 of their ranks. They kind of don't know what to do. They back up a little bit. And then some of them start running towards the bushes. Like, some of them start running.
So the goblins are now retreating?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Some of them do stay. Some of them are trying to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because they're like more afraid of like the Goblin Champion than whatever just happened. But, you know. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The Goblin Champion saw that, so he's automatically going to go and try to take down this little wormling and this Drake Warden. He realized that he just fucked up. Like, he allowed something dangerous to be born. Not just within the wormling, but also within you. And it is Goblin Slayer's turn. As he sees that all these goblins are running and turning tail, he sees this one archer that was actually supposed to, I don't know why he turned him. He had his back turned to him, so he's gonna go ahead and shoot another crossbow arrow at him with advantage. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Straight to the head. So he goes straight down. He hits him straight through the top, and it comes out. It goes through the back, and it goes out his pointy ass nose. The arrow, and he just like just falls dead. Just a bag of flesh. Boom. Archer's gone. Goblin's. Oh, by the way, you were supposed to tank 1d4 poison damage, -4.
-4?
-4. So he shoots a crossbow, right? And then he has one more attack. He uses crossbow, so he actually gets he does.
Dang, this guy's got a lot of attacks.
Multi-attack. He's a fighter. So he jumps out right here, and he does multi-attack on this goblin, who was the goblin that was actually injured from fighting the archer. He's got advantage on them. As his 17 hits him with the first sword, he comes out, and he just like see his legs step out, dun 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 dun, you know, like all boss-like. And then he sees them, and then the goblin with his one hand tries to spear him, and then he just like turns his shoulder, and he just like walks into his face with the sword, and then just turns it and like slashes up, and then he sheathes the sword, and just kind of goes for like a couple of, and ready some daggers.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm feeling like this is a new page, so I'm feeling much more confident, and I go ahead and I walk my full distance over to the champion, and I look at him, and I tell my Drake to come with me too. And I look at the dragon. I look at my Drake and it says, lesson number 1, how to breathe fire. And I'm going for a second breath weapon attack.
Okay.
And I do the same motion where I breathe in, and then I store all that energy inside me. And it just feels, it might not be, but it feels stronger. It feels even more after having my Drake with me. And I see my Drake, something's reacting to it.
Okay.
And it feels like its essence is powering me stronger. And then as I feel that, I unleash this fiery breath onto the champion.
Okay. Make an attack.
Okay. 17.
On the dot, 17. As you inhale and you exhale in another rage scream of fire, you exhale an even stronger flame attack onto him, and that just completely incinerates and burns like all the grass and all the stuff that's like around him. And he just kind of like, what's the damage?
Good to know, dear.
That's your breath weapon, because I think you can do also you can attack with your sword. Remember that you have a crystal blade.
Oh, I can? Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to start with the breath weapon. and it is a 4.
4. Okay.
And then I'm gonna follow up with an attack with my sword.
Okay.
And I, in layman's term, would it make sense to reverse grip a longsword? Would it make sense to reverse grip a longsword?
I guess.
Like kind of like slash.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Just natural is at 19.
Okay.
Just natural.
Okay.
If you want me to add more, because his AC is 17, right?
Yeah.
So it hits.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. So, what is it?
Is it 19 or like if you add more, is it 20 like critical technically?
It's yes, it is.
Yeah.
So it would be critical hit.
Okay.
Okay. So, crystal blade. Now I can pull up my status for crystal blade. Okay, so it's a 1d8 plus another d8 for radiant damage.
So roll 2d8s.
Plus 3 to the initial roll.
Okay.
It's d8, so it's 2 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be 10. And then I was gonna do something. I forgot. I was gonna do something. I don't remember. Oh, and then I'm gonna use a charge. It has a charge to heal.
Use charge to heal. How much do you heal? So you did 10 damage. Yeah, it's equal to the rate to the damage. That's what it is. Equal to damage. So you get plus 10.
Nice.
So
no, it's a crit. It's a crit hit.
so it's double.
So it's 20.
So you heal 20.
I hit 20, and I heal 20.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you're joking.
There you
That's
go.
an epic sword.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not-
it's I think a very rare or like uncommon or something like that.
20?
It's a dragon weapon.
Holy shit. Okay.
Cause these goblins be kind of deadly. Just saying, these hordes.
Ooh, that's a pretty fucking amount of heals. No, not 4. 42.
How much were you before
22.
You were 22 HP.
Yeah, right before this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could.
Shit, so doing damage heals me. I can.
You got 3 charges for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 now.
Yeah.
He can go right after me.
Okay.
To Drake.
So
He can do bite.
Okay. So basically so you breath him, he's like on fire, and because like he's completely covered in fire and he's just covered in like the bushes that he fell on and they're also on fire, everything's just like burning him alive. He kind of like stands up and he's like with his blade, and then he sees that you're coming at him, and because you're coming at him with like radiant damage like flame, you kind of just like, he tries to parry and he just like blocks, and your sword just chops a piece off his sword straight through it, almost like a laser sword, and it just like hits him and just like cuts the eye. Kind of goes in a weird angle because of like the weird like armor that he's got on, because the crown just kind of like dips out, cuts the ear off, and then just slices him right down to the side, and he has like one arm left. He just loses a fucking arm, and he's just like, and
I say, an arm for a leg.
ooh, he's just like, you bitch. And then
And then my Drake responds, and then it goes for it to bite.
Okay.
So I have to roll it. Do I have to roll it?
Yeah, you have to roll for damage.
For damage? No. Damage or to hit it?
To hit it first.
First hit it. Okay. And my baby's my baby. So. And then I use what? Like it uses my proficiency, right? To hit? Yeah, I believe it uses my proficiency only.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
it
he
only?
uses the same stuff.
So then it was literally 17.
On the dot?
Yeah.
Nice. So, as he's kind of like, he doesn't notice that like your Drake was already on the prowl, because he already understands that you're on the attack. He's the one that's been hurting you. Mm-hmm. Your Drake is already like on the dash, just like you, golden scales, like a blink of gold. Mm-hmm. And then he's biting down on its leg, just like takes a chomp out of, what's damage?
8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's already like on the rush, just like you, blink of gold, and then he's on the leg, and he just bites down on his calf, and he's just like, and he's got a little bit of flame, so it kind of like melts the flesh a little bit coming out of like his throat, and he just like rips the freaking like calf off, and he just like falls to like one knee. He can't really lift his other hand. He's just got like a lump, and he's just standing there with holding his leg, like his sword, and he's just like just looking at you and him, and then that's it for your turn.
That was epic.
That was epic. So, Goblin Slayer. Damn it. He rushes and he goes for the attack on this guy. Not 20.
You're fucking joking me,
bro. Double the damage.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna transfer that damage and do like his 3 hits.
Oh, the transfer damage? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, he's gonna go.
Is that applying to the, is that what we're doing? Transfer damage if it's overkill?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
so
cool.
he's got 5. So that's 10. So
by the way, is a champion like fucked? Like he's pretty fucked.
He's pretty fucked. Like he's on his knee. He's missing his calf.
Looking pretty bad.
He's got no arm, and he's just like pure rage right now. He like has no idea how this has happened. You know. Okay. So real quick, I need to do some maths because that was a lot.
Shit's getting turned.
9 double. He does 18 damage. So he's gonna go automatically straight for this guy. He just rushes at him. He tries to stab him with the spear, and he just parries with his shield and just goes straight for the jugular. Grabs his 2 knives, and he just like at the other one, and he just hits him like throat, eyes, shoulder. Automatic death. He just like sliced the jugular. That guy's dead. That other guy's dead.
Damn, the transfer damage is OP.
Yeah, and then he still got that was we got 8 and 16, so we can kind of like move over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he sees this other goblin, and he's just gonna go ahead and shoot the crossbow.
This man's got everything.
Plus 2. Yeah, 1d8. So that's a 2. You kind of just like shoot at that one, and then it like hits his ear, breaks his ear. He's like, ah! He's kind of like still restrained there or whatever. And then he catches a glimpse of you, and the goblin. He also gets entangled. What's the DC on it?
It's a spell, right? No, it's strength.
Yeah, he was behind the tree, so
it's your strength.
Strength.
Yeah, it's your strength.
That's a 19. So he's kind of like still there. And he sees like the goblin boss just there, surrounded by the monster, by your dragon and by you. He's in pain. He doesn't know if he should help out or if he should like run. Just kind of like probably he's gonna run. And then he turns and he sees Goblin Slayer, and he's like grabs one of the knives and just like slices his own throat.
The goblin?
After seeing Goblin Slayer. The goblins know who Goblin Slayer is.
Now no one can collect this gold. Fuck.
Because he was the one that killed
Who's the last one that... technically it's mine, because this is Apex logic. He was in my trap, so it's my damage. He's my kill.
Okay. So, there are 3 goblins left.
3 goblins left. I can't believe we actually got
And
down to a
hobgoblin.
single number. And I'm alive. Okay.
So, the
Rest in
hobgoblin
peace, Ranger. Sorry.
Hobgoblin sees that the dragon is there. He's gonna swing at it with his sword. He hits an 18. That's a hit on it. His long sword is, or like his great sword. 2d6
no, it's
plus
19
4.
to 20.
Yeah, I know. It's a +4 on his great sword.
Ah, okay. So that's a crit on me.
2d6 plus on the
2d6.
Yeah, on the dragon.
Oh no, 40 people.
That is 17.
Can he dodge?
Can
he dodge?
Your
Because
thing?
my Drake can dodge, so he has to prepare for dodge. Is that how that works?
The little baby wormling did his job, right? But he sees that he's just pissed off. It's like right next to him. He just ripped out of a chunk of his leg, and he just like swing his sword wildly at it. After he sees it, he just like, boom, like just slices his head off. Because it's what's his HP?
25.
Oh shit, my bad.
What?
My bad. I was thinking his AC is 14. That's what it was. Because I hit.
No, his AC is not 14.
What's his AC?
16.
It's 16?
Yes.
Oh, then I don't hit him.
Okay, well, I need you to redo this because
No, wait.
you're
No,
me
it was
trauma.
no. I'm sorry. I did because I
You hit
hit
18.
I hit 22.
Okay.
I hit 22. That's a critical.
Okay.
So I hit
Mine's 6.
7, 14. So like 25 minus. You take 14 points of
14?
Yeah, of piercing damage.
Motherfucker, you just like incapacitated like shit.
Yeah, he cuts him. As he slices him, he catches his little wing a little bit, just like slices the wing, like half the wing off, and he's like,
and I'm screaming, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, and that's going to be it for him. You take 2 points of poison damage. Everybody here is entangled. How long does that last? 1 minute.
Yeah.
So it's like about 10 rounds. Yeah, it's like about 10 rounds. Okay, so they're still entangled or whatever. What do you want to do? It's your turn.
I'm fucking killing this fucker.
All right. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy, just cause.
What's Thaumaturgy? What do you do?
It's cantrip.
Okay.
And scream, booming voice. You can't slay my dragon. I'm gonna slay you, and scream it at him. Right? I'm screaming, so it's even obnoxiously louder.
It doesn't even sound human at this point.
Yeah.
It sounds like a dragon is yelling at him.
I'm yelling at him. And
Kind of gets like this looming force behind you, almost like there's like an illusion of a black dragon with purple flames behind you.
like there's like an essence.
Like a stance. like a
JoJo stance?
Like a
Like
JoJo
a dragon JoJo stance? I got a whole load out?
Like an
Damn.
essence. Like an
Okay, cool.
essence.
Then I'm gonna take my long sword, and I'm close enough for him, right?
Yeah, he just like looks at you.
He can't even move, can he?
Oh, his leg is chopped off.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm just gonna go for his throat.
Go for his throat.
And
Roll me damage?
I think it's advantage because he can't move.
Yeah, roll me damage.
Damage?
2d20 to hit.
To hit. Oh fuck.
A 20.
A 20. How do you want to do? I'm just kidding. This for you.
So how do you want to do this?
I walk up to it. And I spit on his face.
War.
Oh yeah? Take that to hell. And I grab my sword and right through the throat. All the way, just watch the head decapitated.
With that, the goblin champion body just kind of like falls to the side and lands and just kind of like goes rolling. And then the 3 goblins that were snared, they're just like,
Can I transfer damage? Can I transfer damage onto this one?
Sure.
So
Okay.
with all that power,
He turns around to run away, so you can
With
hit
all
him with
that-
advantage.
with advantage. Okay, with all that
Well, I mean, you still have all that power left.
with all that power in that swing, I just full swing it. And I
You
just
still got radiant damage left.
I just at that point I let my blade go. Like I just like let it go, like to toss it at the guy because
You
I
threw it at him. Okay,
Can he make it to him?
You can technically consider that as like.
What,
as
is
like,
it a melee range? Because I'm right there. Well, I mean we're
No,
kind
no.
of
Do
awkward.
it like your bow range. Do your bow range.
Okay.
Like
At
like,
advantage.
Yeah, at advantage.
One's at 17.
Okay, that hits.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hit him.
It's gonna die regardless.
Okay, it's dead.
So you quickly as like
I don't even need to
quickly
do
as you
that.
slash, you kind of just like do like a quick little spin, and then like everything slows down for you. You just kind of see like that one turnaround to run, and like you're still in the motion, and then you just kind of go. And then as he's running, he kind of like takes a step forward, and the sword just impales him into the ground. So he just like goes and just slides down
Oh, I love it.
into the floor.
I love it. Fuck yeah.
Now you got these other guys. They're kind of they're entangled, and then they're just like shocked, like they're like trying to like break out. In which at this point, Goblin Slayer just walks up to them, and then he just grabs his sword, and one by one, he just starts slicing their throats.
They can't move.
They can't even move. Does that hit Goblin Slayer? He ensnaring? No.
I mean, I guess you can move around it. It's been 1 minute, so it's up to you if it goes away or not.
I guess
It's been up for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess they're like just kind
They
of
just kind of like got out of it, and they don't see him coming. So I'm just gonna roll. I guess I'll roll for damage with advantage because he's got Goblin Slayer feet. That is a dirty 20.
Really?
Yep.
What the fuck is with your rolls today?
That is a dirty 20. 21, as a matter of fact. So
Okay.
1d6. He's going to attack him with the short sword. Plus 5 is 6. That guy's already down because he was taken. So he just walks up to him. He just cuts the head off. Walks up to the next one because he can hit 3 times. You know, to attack on him. That gives a 16 that hits.
Mm-hmm.
So goes with the shield. That's a 6. Also, just basically walks back after he slashes. He just kind of goes into the head, and it just like crushes right here in between them. His head kind of just like indents forward, and then he walks up to the last one, and then the last one just kind of like backs up, falls. So again,
He's prone.
he's prone. Goblin Slayer just like takes a step forward. He does like one of these, and just he's at a
He's like Michael Myers. He's just walking to them.
With advantage, I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Are you joking?
Nope.
You need to take a picture of that right now.
Okay, give me my phone. Where's my phone?
It's right there.
The last goblin, bro.
The last one. 2 nat 20s. Well, you have like magic hands today.
DM, bro.
Thank God it's Goblin Slayer. No, it's
I'm gonna roll it just to see if I can hit like a 6.
Again.
It's a 6, but like 3 and 3.
Something else?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a 3 and
6
3.
total.
So.
But it's crit, so it'd be 9.
Yeah, it's 12.
Oh, 12, right.
Yeah. So he just walks up to him, shoves his shield in his throat, and just like stabs him straight through the eye. And then he, with his shield, he just forces the head off, the neck. Just. And then he goes back up to you and just kind of walks. As he's done, basically decapitating this other goblin, he walks up to you and he notices that you're pretty battered up. You got a couple arrows in you. You're bleeding. He notices that like your dragon is also a little bit wounded. Goblin Slayer walks up to you and goes, "Are you poisoned?
Yes.
Take this." Tosses you an antidote.
Grab it.
Drink it.
I don't even hesitate at this point. What, if it kills me, it kills me. Let's just shake it.
Is that a goblin champion?
I've never seen one before, but I'm assuming by its size and its brute strength, yes.
Did you take it out yourself?
Yeah.
I see. Was there anybody else with you?
I look sad.
Was the ranger with you?
Yes.
Okay. Was he the only one?
No. There was a female. And we didn't have much choice. So she went through the portal. So I don't know if
She went through the portal?
I don't know if she's okay.
That's a problem.
And I just look kind of panicked. What's behind the portal?
I just got back from a quest where I found a similar portal. It is a portal connected to many portals that leads to a goblin lair.
Do they all lead to a single lair?
It seems so,
Oh my god.
but we have to destroy the mirrors, all the portals.
Wait, we can't. Then she has no way of getting back.
I know where the lair is, but destroying the portals comes first. Because it's an easy travel passage for all of them. Right now, she's probably captured. But we do have about a week to save her.
Give me your word that you'll help me recover her.
Yes. But first we have to destroy this portal.
I just look at it. Take out my arrow. And I aim at it. Pull back. About to roll. To hit it. Can I roll an advantage because it's not moving? Is this a portal? Not one, not one.
Arrows went to.
No.
You need magic.
I used all my magic. It was pretty bad before you got here. I do have this blade, and I shine it.
What does it do?
I think it's draconic.
Hmm.
And it has some sort of radiant energy.
Like radiance magic?
Yeah.
Use it on it then.
And I walk up to the portal, stand in front of it, and I make an oath in front of it. Do I see a little bit of my reflection because it's a mirror?
You see the dragon layer. I mean, sorry, you see the goblin layer through it, almost like a...
I can see the goblin
Now
layer?
you can kind of like see it.
Now I can see it?
It's like kind of, it's like a warp portal. But you just see like a layer and you see just like goblins like moving through it, like pictures of them working and moving things. And you also catch a glimpse of the sorceress being carried out by a couple of goblins into a dungeon.
Quickly, I grab
Into what seems like a cavern dungeon, actually.
I have my pack, pull out a flute, and I toss it through the portal. We'll see if this is the real layer. And I smash it.
And as you cut through it with the radiant energy, it just like slices right through it, like again, like a laser saber almost. And it just like cuts in half, crumbles, and it just like falls on its sides, and just the front you see that there's like a glass mirror behind it as well. So you just like, what's going on?
It didn't break? It broke?
It broke.
Okay.
You're just wondering, why does it have like a glass mirror behind it too?
Do I have to break that too?
No.
Okay. Can I, so like...
This quest, who sent it to you? Who gave it to you?
His name was... I'm trying to recall. What was his name again? I don't remember. Sir Hunter?
Sir Hunter.
No, I'm asking you as a DM so I can remember.
It is.
Okay.
It was just like, I'm
His
responding.
name was Sir Hunter. I don't know much about him. He put up the quest for a lot of money. And this was, I guess, my initiation quest. I asked to be promoted because I said that I came from uncharted areas and I was more than a porcelain. But I underestimated and lost someone and potentially another person. It was a lot. I've never seen anything like this. It's like 30 goblins?
A little less than that. But too many for 3 porcelain rings. To wipe out an entire squadron like this
What a
of goblins, you would need at least 5 silver ring. The fact that you're still alive is a miracle.
I'm alive because someone sacrificed their life for me. Their death is on my name.
Well,
My dragon kind of just kind of like nudges.
this yours?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. It seems they might have been after this. We must keep moving. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, let me just real quick. Because I don't sense an immediate threat, I'm gonna take up the highest vantage and look out and see if there's anything that I might have missed from a higher vantage point.
You will need to climb and do an acrobatics check to go up there.
No, would I? Because there's steps here.
Yeah, it's an acrobatics check.
Okay.
It's like weird steps, but you know, it's an ancient ruin.
Fuck. Okay.
And you're kind of fucked up too. Like you're hurt.
But I thought
It's gonna whatever you get, roll at disadvantage. Roll me 2.
2.
2.
Fuck. Okay, so that one's the 8. That's a disadvantage. So I can't. I'm just like, I want to check to see if there's something else that can explain all this, but I'm just too tired. I can't do it.
There's nothing else. The sole purpose of this place was the war portal. It seems that the quest was given
for a portal?
It seems so. I believe the guild was given incorrect information. For what purpose, I don't know. All I know was that when I showed up to the guild, there was a goblin slaying quest. And all the goblins are killed now.
I have to get a head count and acquire the money, and I'm going to give it to the family of the ranger. It's the least I can do. So
No need. I already counted.
Okay. And as we walk out, or head out.
What's your name?
Drake Warden.
All right. He turns around and he says, let's head back.
Okay. How many goblins did I kill? Because I have to keep count.
You killed. There was 23 goblins in total. And a goblin champion. A goblin champion will fetch you 50 gold coins. But we can add up all that once we get to the guild.
Okay. Sounds fine.
You seem to trust me.
You saved me.
A lot of people wouldn't have trusted me. But I do the same because I know that other adventurers would do the same.
I have one question for you.
What's that?
Is there such a thing as a good goblin?
If there is one, it's not here. But until then, I will keep killing goblins. Because I'm Goblin Slayer.